Meekaw chapter 2. Woe to you that devise that which is unprofitable. We live in a time where all they care about is profits, right? What's profitable and what's unprofitable and what doesn't make money for them, right? Or the work which you're, the work, and work evil in your beds. So what they lay awake in bed thinking about, right? Can they do to make a profit? Where can they find the wealth, right? In the morning light, they execute it. So as soon as the sun goes up, they put what they thought about in their beds all night to work, right? Because their hand is against the Elohim, right? And they have coveted fields. So that reminds me of like what they're doing to Central America, right? In South America, in Africa, in parts of Asia, right? If there's a mineral source, they want it, and they come up with ways to overthrow the elected governments and to install their puppet governments. I mean, what did Trump say about why we're still in was it Libya, right? He said we're still in Libya, and this is when he was president, and he said that they're in Libya not where the wheat is, but where the oil is, right? So the people of Libya cannot profit from the oil. They have to go to the United States and buy their oil from them, right? Look at the lithium that they take out of the ground here in North America, send it up to Canada, and then sell it to Russia, and the Clinton Foundation and how they're all involved in that, you know. I keep telling you, watch the RoboCop, the TV series, because there's stuff they do on there that they do right now in our day and time, and I'm like, that's predictive programming, right? One of the plots is that there's going to be a war that they're going to send the military down to Central and South America for minerals in the ground, and they're going to fight against not only the native people there, but they're going to fight against the governments there, and you hear U.S. generals talking about we need to start looking at protecting the resources of South America so China doesn't go in there and take them. So, like it says, they coveted fields and take them by violence, and that's what I just described, and house, and let's just say, in the house, they take forcefully, taking away and oppress a man in his house, a man in his inheritance. And you ought to look that far, think about what they just did to Hawaii. And they didn't do it to the wealthy people of Hawaii. The natives there keep telling you all the wealthy people's homes didn't catch fire. The fire stayed away from there. They took out the people that have been living there for, they claim, 7 to 9 generations. People who were originally the capital of the islands. They took their land, and now they are talking about this is basically a land grab. This is basically a land grab / regentification. They have all this money they send over to Ukraine, and they turn around and give these people a $700 check for the whole entire household. What are you going to do with that? They say Hawaii is one of the most expensive places to live. So what is $700 going to do? I mean, rent's nearly rent's nearly $2,000 for just a rundown, terrible constructed home, Let's see. Therefore, thou shalt say, therefore thou shalt say, Ishi, behold, I have devised an evil against this family. And I was reading that, I was thinking about those people that say, oh, I had no part in, the genocide, I had no part in slavery and stuff like that. Well, it seems like he's saying your family, if you're involved in it, there's a plan against them. You know, for which you shall not withdraw your neck, and you shall not walk haughtily. What does haughtily mean? In an unfriendly way, and seeming to consider yourself better than other people. Oh, so you got a bourgeoisie kind of attitude, right? You see that? Oh my goodness! Try to watch The View. Try to watch The View and listen to those actors speak. You know, you're watching that, and they're totally disconnected from reality. They're totally disconnected from, the working men and women. You could tell that they only see things from a perched reality. So let's see. For this is a very evil time. Well, yeah, I mean, I just watched a video where, come to find out, when people think they're eating bacon, they're not even eating bacon. They're eating dog skin, because they say that bacon and dog skin taste the same, and it's cheaper for them to feed you bacon. I was like, oh my goodness. It's just bad out here. And all the human meat. Like, I mean, I'm nervous because I'm watching this stuff, and I'm watching how they're basically feeding people human meat, and they're doing it like with jerky and stuff like that. And people don't know the difference. And soon, they're going to look at that, human flesh is going to be a way to go, since you won't eat bugs. Like Bill Gates and the World Economic Forums are all telling you, oh, it's better to eat maggot larvae because they're easier to grow, they grow faster, and they taste just the same as beef. I'm like, I won't be surprised if that's what people have been eating this whole time at Burger King and McDonald's, because I said this. If you ever taste any burger, ground meat, that tastes like a hamburger from McDonald's or Burger King. Never. That's not meat. I don't know what it is, but that's not meat. Do a burger on a grill and eat that, and do a burger from McDonald's, and you wonder why you're sick and you want to throw up as soon as you eat it. So see, in that day, a parable shall be taken up upon you, and a song shall be sung with, melody by them that say, we are laid waste and spoiled. The portion of my people is changed. How shall he depart from me? Whereas he is returning that will, where is he returning that will divide our land? I gotta show you this. Let me see this. Now, I can't play this because of copyrights and things like that, but I just heard this song, right? And let me see if I can get it. Let's see if these have lyrics. Hold on, let me see if I can find the lyrics to this. I should have done that first. Here they are. So, slide down here. If it wants to work. Yeah, where are the lyrics? There they are. He says, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for BS pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Let's see. Back home and drowning my troubles away. It's a damn shame that the world's gotten to, for people like me and people like you wish I could just wake up and it not be true. But it is, oh, it is. Living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they shall just, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Because your dollar ain't that, it ain't crap no more. And it's taxed to no end because of Richmond, north of Richmond. I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just minors on an island somewhere. Yeah. Lord, we got folks in the street ain't got nothing to eat, and let's see, in the obese milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxed out not to pay for your bags of young man, you are putting yourself 6 feet in the ground, because all this country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame that the world's gotten to for people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true. So when I was reading that verse, I was like, I'm not saying that's the song, but I'm saying that I was like, it's an interesting time with everything we're going through. You know, that verse says there's going to be a song. And this song came out of nowhere this year. So verse 5, therefore thou shalt have none that shall cast the cord of a lot in the assembly of the Ishi. Speak ye not, saying, it shall not drop upon thee. Confusion shall not take them. The house of Jacob saith, is the spirit of the Ishi straightened, or are these his thoughts? Are not my words good to him that walketh uprightly? But my people on this, sorry, I read that wrong. But my people, on the contrary, are rising up as an enemy. You have taken away the cloak off the coast, and them that passed harmless, you have turned to war. Verse 9, you have cast out the women of my people from their homes. It sounds like the Inquisition, right? That kind of thing during that time frame, in which they take delight. That was weird, because I think about those Greek fraternities, right? And they have that whole thing, one of the things they put their people through in the fraternity is they have to end up sleeping with a black woman, right? Because and once they do, they say, oh, now you're a man, right? So it's a prize for them. You have taken my praise forever from their children. I was thinking when I read that, like, do we praise the Most High the way the people when they came out of Egypt did? You know, I read that verse in the book of Psalms that we're supposed to teach our children praise through the dance, And I'm like, okay, so what dance? What dance were we supposed to do that was supposed to teach them how to praise, right? Because in my mind, I think of like the Native Americans and their powwows, right? And the dance competitions that they have their people, young and old, all participate in. You know, arise ye and depart, for there is no rest here for you. And that's what I want to do. I just don't know where to go. Because for that uncleanness of land, it shall be corrupted with a grievous corruption. And this place is corrupt. I mean, from the food to the air, what they're dropping out of airplanes, you know, the water. I mean, every element is all here to make you sick, you know. And then the politicians, men and women, both are in the pockets of corporations, so they'll go along with the corruption as long as, you know, they're set up for life, you know. I mean, you have congressmen and women doing insider trading. Tell me again, what did Martha Stewart go to federal prison for? Well, yeah, insider trading. So why is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Rules for thee, but not for me. With the Eloha, I were not a man that hath the spirit, and that I rather speak a lie. I will let drops. I'm sorry. Why is that a tongue twister? I will let drop to thee of wine and of drunkenness, and it shall be this people upon whom it shall drop. Okay. So if I take from that 11, he's saying, I'm not a liar. He's going to pour out the wrath upon these people. Woe to the oppressors, right? And the false prophets. They're gonna have it. And he's not, it's him saying, I will not lie about this. It will happen, it will come to pass. And I will assemble and gather together all of thee, O Jacob. I will bring together the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as a flock in the field, as the sheep in the midst of the sheep cotes. They shall make a tumult, a loud noise, a loud sound, right? By reason of a multitude of men. For he shall go up that shall open the way before them, and they shall divide and pass through the gate, and it shall come in by it, and their king shall pass before them, and the issue at the head of them. So this is right, verse 13 is where they keep saying that in Mormonism that their Messiah is supposed to be a man like Moses, and everything he's going to do will be what Moses did. And 13 is the gate is supposed to be what the passing through the Red Sea. So, and then the issue will go ahead of him will be just like when he did, when he led them by a cloud during the day and a pillar of fire at night. That's what it was. So.